unwanted and inappropriate content on Onet because spam pictures are automatically found and managed. You can join millions of others from around the globe in this safe, secure social media platform, free, simply by registering at www.coolzone.ai. Link shortening more complex. OTrim Bulk allows you to manage all of your links simultaneously, streamlining your workflow. Get your free OTrim. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai.
Hello, everybody. It's Sunday, the 26th of May. Oh my gosh. I know why they call it May, because it may be 60 degrees or it may be 85. I know one day raining this morning, all kinds of crazy weather. Anyway, we need it, I guess. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Let me chat up here so we can let people be involved. Yesterday, we did a webinar with our Indian family and friends, and it was crazy good. You get a chance, check it out. We had almost 5,000 people on or some crazy thing, but it was really good. We found out yesterday there's a lot more diamonds over there in India than I thought. So that was pretty interesting. And, once you knock the walls down and don't judge and look at what's really going on, you find out a lot of us are all the same. So we're all want the same things for our family. The last few days, well, all the time, but more the last few days, people have asked me, part of our Onpassive family here, I shared the link, I did this, people click on it, but they don't do anything, they don't want it. Okay, let's remember a couple things I want to say that'll make you feel better. 15 years before I came into Onpassive, I did all that. I did market, I got, worked on people, whatever. And you always hear, well, just duplicate. If people could duplicate an MLM, you wouldn't have 98% of the people win and 2% lose. 98% of the people lose and 2% win, right? Or even less, right? It's not that hard. If you could duplicate, everybody would do it. Anyway, Shorty decided to play with the dogs. And he looked at me just now like, oh, that's right, you're on the line. So, that's what happens. That's why it's called live. But, well, I want to, if I can, set people at ease. Develop this company to do all the heavy lifting. Like, let's talk about branding. You can brand for yourself personally, but there's a massive amount of branding going on that's for all of us. All of us. I know, I don't have my domain yet. I'm not getting branded. You're getting branded. The company's getting branded. Nobody, I'm going to emphasize this, nobody can come into Onpassive except to a founder. Don't know how many founders are. There are 1,400,000 accounts, but I don't really know how many founders are. And it doesn't matter. Here's the point. If you said to Mr. Mufar, who is a master distributor, has been, know all the ins and outs and nastiness of MLM, if you said to him, and you have all the money in the world, money was no object, can you build me the perfect digital marketing platform on the planet? You'd probably go, let me try. Well, guess what? He did without you asking him. It's called Onpassive. He built it. They built it. He got people to help him build it. it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it evolved into something way beyond. And I got a crazy imagination, way beyond what I thought. And if you listen to Mr. Mapar, he even said, I knew I could do good things. I knew I could do great things. But even this surpassed what I envisioned we would go. And it's not easy to it's not that hard to figure out. I mean, we have, if you just go to, I was looking at O Media site. Now let's remember, O Media is a leg, a massive leg of Onpassive. Okay, so they're going and building and developing and sharing and helping, and you got massive brains on that side of it, and they're bringing in different type. The word on media. They're promoting other companies. That's why it's O Media. And the bigger we get, the more people will want us because we got a bigger grasp, we got a bigger net around the world, and it's growing every day. And that momentum has started, and I don't think you could stop it if you wanted to. Okay, so that's one thing going. But if you go to their website, they've been working on this website. It's awesome, absolutely beautiful, and they've got stuff there. They've got companies that they've already joined hands with. It should make you happy. Going back to you're a partner in a company that is massive, massive. The potential is beyond any company on the planet. The potential of Onpassive is beyond any company on the planet. And I'm telling you, we're talking Apple, the T word. I think they make $2 trillion. Trillion. What the freak is a trillion? That's a T with the illion. Trillion. Okay? The difference is Ash did all that, all the headache with everything that goes on. We can't even imagine. Our worst day as a founder doesn't even make the same chart as what Ash is dealing with the family. But most of us are starting to realize that. Even if we don't know the details, we're starting to realize, yeah, it's probably pretty nasty. But all this time, he's building a perfect wealth scooping business on the planet. And he wants to give everybody that success, not just money, but he gave us a platform where we get to be 100% of who we are. We talked last night on Omino. And if you look back when you were kids, when we were kids, for me, a little while ago, but I remember, what do you want to be? I'm going to be a surgeon. I'm going to be I'm going to be a pilot. I want to go to the moon. I'm going to be. There was no limit. Your mind, you're a kid. Boom. The problem with me and a percentage of people around the world, that child brain of believing everything's possible, it didn't go away. So when you go to people, if they don't have that, that's why they look at you like, I'm not doing that. That's going to be this and that and this and that. Oh my God, how could you take a chance? My thing is, I've always taken that chance. And people on Passive have took that chance. Why? Because plan B is boring. Plan B is limited. Plan B, you work 40 years, and to the grace of God, you live 20 more so you can enjoy a retirement as a broke individual. Okay, so now, Shorty, get a hammer. I'm just kidding. Give them a snack and try to get them in the room. Okay, hurry up. Anyway, so we're fortunate now. We don't. Everybody here, that's why you get the stuff from your family and friends. Oh my God, you're crazy. You're a dreamer. You're darn right you are. Visionaries, dreamers, and unlimited possibility thinkers. There's unlimited possibility thinkers. I can name a few for you. Steve Jobs, he believed it was possible. He talked about things in Apple that weren't even developed yet. He went to his people. Listen, a lot of these people that are visionaries and big thinkers like Ash, they're not building it physically. They're not doing all the coding. Ash probably knows coding, but not at that level. But his mind is, and this is, I'm sorry, this is just what the way life is. If he can think it, well, it must be possible. Why would it enter my mind if it isn't possible? And you might laugh and say, that's crazy. Some idiot years ago, maybe a few idiots thought, oh, that's so cool how birds can fly. I think we can make something with wings and fly. And people went, are you kidding me? You can't go in the sky. You don't have feathers. You don't have, and we fly every day millions and millions of miles all over the world. Jet, supersonic, 5 times the speed of sound. Okay, is it that crazy amount? No, it happened. Somebody believed it and somebody went forward and they did it. And trust me, many people around them, when they were doing it, the Wright brothers, they didn't stand around to watch it win. They stood around to watch it fail. I knew it wasn't going to work. I don't understand those people. This drives Chris insane, big time. Other people, I don't understand. I'm not going to get into the naysayer. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying there's a weird group of people in the world. Look, it's always been that way. The names change, the faces change, but that group has been on this planet since we were in caves. Example, everybody went around and ate raw stuff, blah, and there was that one caveman or whatever that said, you know, we might be able to cook this stuff. Came up with fire, either it was from lightning, they got it. I'm just saying, it's good to have that mind. But when you walk up to other people that don't have vision or they're limited, and you go to them with a mind of everything's possible, they're going to say no. It's not against you. They just don't think that way. They're scared to death to fail. They're scared to death. Oh my God, I might make a mistake. Listen to me. If you don't make a mistake, and this isn't just my opinion, this is fact. I'm 64 years old. I've got some experience in this. If you don't make a mistake, the one conclusion means you're not doing anything. You're staying still. You can't trip and fall if you don't walk. You can't. Well, I don't want to trip and fall. Tripping and falling teaches you how not to. Tripping and falling, you learn that shit hurts. I'm going to learn this balance. I don't want to do that again. But there's people in life that just automatically are not going there. They might be intrigued because you are. And some people see you doing it, like Mr. McFarland and a small percentage of people, and they go, well, I'm going to make fun of them, or I'm going to attack them, or I'm going to, because they won't do it. They don't dare to do it. And it's a safety net. You know how safe it is to sit back and just point at people and you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. I'd never do that. And here's the thing. Imagine Edison is working on this light bulb. I don't know if it was 1,000 or 10,000. Doesn't matter. And he would get it all ready. He'd try different filaments. He tried all kinds of stuff. He'd put electric to it, but bright real quick and go out because it burned up. Now, As people were coming into a shop and they're watching and they see parts and crap all over the floor, trust me, they walked out, they got together in the pubs, they got together in the bars and went, Thomas, he's a nice guy. What a freaking idiot. He's been working on that freaking bulb light, that eternal lantern. What an idiot. But those same people, it's not because they're afraid to dare. But when that light worked, some of those very people went, oh, Tom, I knew you could do it. I was there. I was with you. I just couldn't be with you, but I was there. I always knew you could do it. That's fact. You're going to see it now. I tell everybody here, there's thousands of people watching eventually. First thing you do not go to family about a business. Because they remember when you were a little girl or a little boy and we did goofy stuff, okay? And they don't want to let that go, that you might have grown up. You might know something more than they do. But it's okay. Because remember, friends and family are getting in. They'll be in Onpassive anyway. So why beat yourself up and go try to get them to come in now? It's not worth it. Because they're coming anyway. But here's what you want to do. I hear people say, I use the site, I can't get anybody. Slow down for a minute. Don't hurry up and try to get people into something that's not flowing yet. We're good with it because we're founders. We're in the journey. We're in a journey right now where we're at a bus stop. We're waiting for the bus to come. Onpassive 2.0. Now this bus is much faster than the other bus, and this one's taking us where we want to go. The final destination, which is success, money, smiling from ear to ear, boom, 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 boom. There'll be bumpy roads, but it's different than this first version we've been in. At that point, there'll be stops along the way where you slow up just long enough so family can jump in. Because you're going. You'll have a skip to your walk. You'll be taller. Your family's going to come up and want to know where you got the new car from because you broke as they are. At least they thought you were. Hey, what happened to your jalopy I used to make fun of? Oh, I got this. How'd you do that? You know that company I told you about? Yeah, it's really doing well. And they share the wealth. And this is what I tried to get you to come in with us because, oh, no. I was always planning on coming in. I just was looking for the right time. But anyway, just remember, don't worry. Oh, I don't have a big team. I don't know anybody. I give it out. 5 people looked at it, and none of them went. Take it easy. Don't beat up yourself. Let this thing get moving. Watch what happens organically. Create will come along. Grab Create, make yourself a little page, put a little video about you, not about me, not about Chris. Maybe work with a couple of people, a little bit of a testimonial of what Onpassive has done for you. Don't lie, don't hype it, because I'll tell you what, you could go out and say, you really can't, but I'm just giving you an analogy. Go out and say, you want to make $10,000 in 30 days or $20,000 in 90 days? You know how many people heard that? As soon as you start talking about how much you can make, people turn their ears off because they've heard that for 50 years. Some people 60 years. Don't do that. Make something that actually happened. Yeah, this is Marty DeGarmo. I'm doing this little short clip because I'm so excited. I paid off all my debt. My 3 grandchildren are now in online schooling, ranked very high. They pick the courses they want, and it's amazing. I don't have to worry about them going to a school and praying every day that something doesn't happen. So I'm really happy over that. And I bought this new truck because I'm in Onpassive. You don't need to mention money. You're talking people's language. I'm out of debt. That's pretty good language. I paid off my house, got a truck, children in school. I got that operation I needed. I mean, money's a tool. Everybody else, it's evil, whatever it is. And we talked about Obless. I hope Obless comes. I hope Obless comes. I do too. No doubt. It is the cornerstone of Onpassive. But guess what? If Obless was here right now, what would we do with it? Most of us are living paycheck to paycheck and even less than that. What do you need for Obless to work? Revenue. I know people hate hearing that word money because it's evil. Money's not evil. What you do with it could be evil. But if we get the money and you hand it to good-hearted people like Onpassive people, founders, what do you think's going to happen? Then, oh bless, you can do whatever you want. The day will come when there's something and something bad happened, maybe a hurricane or whatever, something that out of your hands, and somebody come, I lost my home, and blah, blah, blah. I met people in Onpassive. Let me tell you what would happen. I lost my home. I got to stay. Okay, hold on. We start an Obless. We get together. Now, that's not Obless. Obless isn't just that. But catastrophic, I believe you say, hey, Johnny over in Florida, Key West, there was a hurricane. He lost everything. He had to go up more into the mainland, staying at a hotel. Okay, let's take care of him. 30 minutes. He's got enough money to repair or build a new home. He's got money to stay in a hotel until that's done. And you blessed him beyond anything he could ever imagine. And out of our pocket, peanuts. Because you're coming at it as a group. You're coming at it as a movement. We are going to help you. Not just me, not just Johnny, not just Mary. We're all going to help you. But we need to look at a sequence of things of how they happen. My thing is, get the people in and make as much money as we can. Get as much revenue in as we can. Because then, once they're in, and you do a good product, hint, hint, iPhone. If Apple comes out with any device, do they have to brand it? Very little. Why? Because their brand of Apple is 5-star. Why? Because they made the iPhone. That's Onpassive. People come in and use OConnect, something else comes out, are they going to look at it? Or do you have to really push people? They're with you, they're in there, it pops up. Oh, I got to have that camera. If they're making a camera and you have 1,000 people in your organization of your business, if half of them buy a camera, what does that mean? Get your calculator, but you don't have to talk about the money. This is all going to happen for all of us every day, over and over and over. But what we got to realize, you don't have to be a marketer. You don't have to be the 1%. You have to be in Onpassive. And if you're watching this, you probably are. And we're going to be in together, one for all and all for one. That's what I love about the company. We are our brother and sister's keeper. My big question the day I got in, can anybody do this? Yeah. Everybody has the potential of doing and making money and succeeding. Absolutely. I was done. And the cool thing about it was my belief in the beginning might have been 10%. My drive in the beginning was 100. As soon as I believe I'm all in until you prove me wrong. But guess what happened? Day one, it might have been 10%. It shot up to 100% very, very quick. And even funnier than that, the company that I thought was amazing never launched. It turned into something a million times bigger. So you wonder, oh, why would you do it live? You're not gonna. I mean, people would say, why would you do this for years and not make any money? Because I got a telescope, and I saw where we're going. You couldn't knock me down with a bulldozer. I'm going, and that's what happened with all of us. We're all going. So, but don't worry about what you can do personally. I'm not a marketer. You don't need to be a marketer. You need to be in. All that was ever asked from you from Mr. McFarland is be happy, stay plugged in. And when the train really gets moving down the track, don't expect people to go by and try to pull you in. Going to break your arm. Do it now. Get in now. This is a little bit of a lull of a time where we're at a bus stop waiting for the bullet train. Come on and be ready. And anybody out there that wants to be part of this, you can be an affiliate right now. In the next week, maybe, yeah, this week coming, week after, I believe we're going to see things that are going to change people's lives and start to see it fairly quickly. And it's only going to increase. And whatever numbers you're taking, when I was in MLM, you need a lot of people to be with you to generate any kind of income that matters. In Onpassive, that's not the case. So don't think I need tens of thousands. You don't. You don't. If the company pays you 25% for anybody that's with you on your business, in your business, 25% of $100 is $25. And they buy it every month, so that's 25. One person. 10 people, 250. 100 people, 2,500. Now people go 2,500. Holy cow! You just paid your mortgage. Most people probably have 90% of the people here paid their mortgage. So now you're living, and you don't have a mortgage, money-wise. Guess what? I'm going to go a little bit farther. Next month, everything has changed. Why? Oh, there's more people that came in with you. That's an increase. And oh my God, that's right. We have another product that comes in. Let's say the product's the same. Let's not jump around with numbers. It's $100 product. The 25. Okay, now you doubled it. And this could happen over and over and over. And how about this? I'm in a multi-million-dollar business. I'm thinking there's a possibility that the money coming into the Goofy DeGarmo house, I could be a millionaire. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that could happen. Now I want you to picture 6 months down the road, they come up with a new product, and half the people that are with me, I'm going to buy that too. I want you to think about that little bonus that might be showing up the following months. Start using your head and think it. Don't talk dollars. Don't talk, level. We don't know level. We don't know. It doesn't matter. If a product is sold, we know we're getting a percentage. Now, I really want to make you think. We know we're getting 25% directly from people. We don't know about what volume has to do with it. We don't know what the bonus means. I know one thing that it means. It means more than 25%. So when you're already mind-boggling about what we know, and then on top of that, all said and done, even if it was 25% and never changed, and I'm thinking, oh my God, the potential is mind-blowing. Oh, a new product every month, and people keep coming and what? And then on top of that, the CEO of the company says you only know 5%. Right? Then I stop. I stopped going there. That's why I say I don't talk about. That's why I don't talk about the money. It's a done deal. I talk about people doing and what they want to do 100%. Be who Gina Leva is. Be Casey Zebenberg, Cynthia Deering. Be you, Jerry Nix. Well, he's going to get, and they're going to get, and I get what you want. If money's a done deal, you should now look into what makes you, what sparks your interest. Is it fishing? Go out, and I'm not talking MLM bullcrap. Start looking at boats. Why not? I'm taking unlimited. So this is coming. Now, do not go in and compare. Nobody here should be telling anybody what they've made. That's not going to do any good for anybody. We're not here to hurt people's feelings. But remember this, and don't forget this. Amazon, I was an Amazon affiliate. They paid pretty good. But Onpassive will be off the chart compared to that. But let me put it in perspective. Amazon created 40,000 millionaires. And Jeff Bezos was not trying. He did not get together with affiliates in Amazon and say, dream bigger. I'm going to share the wealth. We're going to do 90% of the work. He never said that. He probably looked at the number and said, he probably used it to brag, but he didn't do it. It wasn't intended. It wasn't part of his plan. Now take a CEO that potentially has a company as big as Amazon. And from the very beginning, I'm going to share the wealth. Money comes in, we're getting money. The people that trusted me and followed me, and we became a team, we became a movement, I'm going to share it with them. Wouldn't it be safe to just think on a really low scale that we could probably get 10 times more than 40,000? Go get your calculator. Close to 500,000 people making $1 million bucks. Not today, not tomorrow. This is my opinion too, by the way. But I could read Dr. Seuss and understand how easy this is. You don't need calculus. You don't need to go 5 calculators with many, many circles. Look at what we have. Look at what's going on. Look what was said. And then take the percentage we know. You sell this, it's $1,000. You're going to get 250 bucks. You sell this, it's $100. You're going to get 25 bucks. And some Oprah. What do I mean? There's bonuses in there we don't know. Don't talk. We're not in MLM. We're not levels. And I got level 7 level. That's not being said. A product is sold. You can make a commission. And I'm talking to anybody that's not here, not in. Now I know most of you, if you're MLM or MLM or you're on a guru or whatever, you've watched, you've looked. Of course, you're not going to tell anybody. I get it. It's cool. Stay back. But when the proof comes out, you're going to be very upset because you do have a team. You do have a bunch of people that would come with you, and you're going to say, damn, I wish I'd have done this in 2020. You're still coming. I know you're coming. Man or woman, you're coming. And join somebody besides me. Join anybody in Onpassive that you see in the chat. Because I want everybody to win. I'm going to be fine. I see what we have. You give me a connect and make a payment processor on the page, and Adios amigos. And that's one. I'm telling you, think bigger. Think bigger. It all goes back to that. I believe anything as a child, and as life comes in, that the walls close. People say, oh, that never happened to me. Yes, it did. If you're not living the life that you wanted, you let the walls close in. But I'll tell you what, it wasn't your fault because the old system was rigged against you. They did not care. They would tell you, come in, do what I do, you're going to be a millionaire. The sad thing is, the guy that told you that, he's probably lying. He's probably doing phase number 7, which is fake it till you make it. So if I act like a millionaire, they're going to believe it. They're going to try to do what I'm doing. I'm going to try to do what the $50,000 a year guy makes because he told me he's a trillionaire, and all this fake bull crap all the way up to the 1 or 2% that actually are making money unless they stop working, unless they stop hustling. Because the day you stop, and you know this thing about laying on the beach, lay on the beach a couple months and we'll look at your income. It slowly starts going back down. Why? Because you got a massive amount of people that aren't living like you are. But what happens when you turn it around and say 98% of the people are going to win? Maybe 2% won't. But the difference is the 2% that don't make it in Onpassive, it's because they don't care. They didn't even sit up, much less walk. The intentions of Onpassive has said it. We're not going to leave anybody behind. But when that bus pulls up and you can't walk onto it, you can't call that Onpassive leaving you behind. You're a dumbass. You let that thing go. You already have the ticket. Just get on. Get on with everybody. Don't wait and have people say, come back to you and come get me. Hey, can you circle back around? No. Now's not the time for that. Let's go together. Get people right now. You got to go out and tell people to wake up. You got to get people to wake up. This farting around and I'll do it next week. I'll do it next week. You know, have somebody call me. I really need help. I can't do this. I can't do that. Okay, now obviously all of us have helped thousands, hundreds and hundreds of people. Okay, 8 o'clock, Monday night. Okay, I get on. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Nothing on that call. I said, is everything okay? Oh, I forgot to tell you. There was a game tonight. NFL game, and I watch that every Monday. I just forgot it was Monday. Look, let's reschedule. You'll be rescheduling it with someone else. I'll never help you again. Because that's ignorant for one thing for them to do it. But if you're the other person, okay, what day do you want? What time do you want? Nobody has the right to treat you like that in a company that's unlimited. They don't have it. They don't believe it. But watch how much people believe it after it happens. Oh my God! And I knew it. I was busy. No, thank you. Don't do that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I've got a really small team. I don't have a lot of people with me. Everybody told me no. So what? Newsflash. Nobody knows about Onpassive yet. It might as well be under a rock. I know Mr. McFarr is going to rip my head. No, I'm just kidding. I want to put it in perspective, though. To the world, scale-wise, nobody knows who we are. But this next pickup, when this next bullet train comes up, payments there, bonuses have been paid. You can pay, the company can receive money. They put in sequence what next products are coming out. Story changes. Not only are they going to know who we are, it's not going to be a glimpse. It's going to be a fireball. people will know. And it's going to be fed to all the people that told you no from another channel. Hey, Fred, how you doing? Man, did you hear about that Onpassive? What about it? They finally got beat up? They're finally done? Oh, no, they're on the news. They're helping a lot of people. They set records. Holy shit, I got to call my Uncle Bob. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I know we look at these big companies and think they're lucky. Do you think Amazon was beat to hell in the beginning when they were selling books? Barnes & Noble owner beat up Jeff Bezos, treated him like crap. On the movie I saw, he treated him horribly. Who do you think you are? And the reason I'm saying Barnes & Noble is because it was a book, and he was selling used books. You dare come in my lane? Barnes & Noble, multi-million-dollar company with selling books, and you dare to be in my lane? I don't even know where Barnes & Noble is anymore. And they migrated into something totally different. Can you buy a book at Amazon? You can buy anything at Amazon. Anything. Do they make anything? No. They distribute it. They're a tool. So trust me. Do you think people picked on him and didn't like him and called him a fool? You don't think Jeff Bezos was called an idiot? Absolutely. You're going to do what? Well, books. There's a lot of books. I'm going to sell books. What a freaking moron. They're not saying that now. So remember, we're something big, big, big. And by the way, he started off with selling used books. We're starting off in the Burj Khalifa. We're starting off where he wound up 15 years later. So all that journey that we're in, we're building the company internally so that when it does come out to the world, it's not bing, it's boom. That's what we're doing. Think about it. Just watch what happened. I don't need to go to a meeting here, Mr. before I say it. I'm watching it. And when you get it, it's over. Just get it. Get it. Don't worry about who's doing what, who said what. I can't get anybody in. Nobody wants to listen to me, right? Because nobody knows you. And the people you're talking to is families and friends, so-called friends. But the day will come where you're going to have, listen, you're going to talk to people different when you're successful. I told them what a great company it is. Yeah, your tail was between your legs. You were hunched over, and you were kind of flinching every time you said something. And as soon as they made a comment to you, you became the person that's now afraid. Well, how much have you made? Oh, nothing yet, but we're going to. How long have you been doing it? 2 years. You've been in the company 2 years. You come to me and tell me how great it is? What an idiot. You could also walk in, be successful, have it behind your belt, standing up tall, and while you're talking, people are going to have their ear right up to you. When you talk, they're going to want to hear it. Why? You look different, you walk different, you smell different. But right now, you walk like a duck. You sound like a duck. You're a freaking duck. You can't do those three things and tell them, I'm a Doberman Pinscher. No, dumbass, you're a duck. I can tell by the way you walk. I can tell by the way you act. I had a guy call me. I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but Red ain't coming. I had a guy call me, and he's going to promote. He's promoting me. He's doing the gig. Yeah, I'm expanding a business. He did fairly well. But I'm smiling because I know the game. I said, well, that's great. I asked him on purpose, are you making any money? He let me have the conversation. He let me have it. So I knew he wasn't. Successful guy. You wouldn't walk up to Bill Gates and ask him how much he makes. Even if you don't know what it is, when he walks up, you know That guy's successful. That woman is successful because of the way they walk. They don't walk like a duck. They walk like a Doberman Pinscher. Anyway, so I go, you make any money? I make $5 grand. I make $5 grand a week. You make $5 grand a week, and you just randomly calling people? He got quiet because he's looking through his papers. What do I say if the guy says this? No shit. My man's looking, going, okay, he said this. What do I say? I waited. Well, we shouldn't talk about that. We should talk about. It was over. I said, look, you're not making $5 grand a week. I understand it though. I've been in the business a long time. You don't know what I'm making. I said, look, forget that. I don't want to tell you what you're making. I don't want to put you down. I hope you're very successful. I'm happy where I'm at. Good luck, no doubt. But try to work on more confidence. I started telling him. I said, look, my opinion. Go in. Don't let people up. Take the conversation. You own the conversation, and let people come to you. You randomly call somebody you don't know, automatically my guard's up. Who is this freaking dude? So don't do that. Make it so they come to you. Ask questions. Answer questions. And once they realize you'll listen to them, you'll listen to them, they'll talk to you. Okay. Hung up. He called me back 10 minutes later, I think. Hey, by the way, what are you doing? Oh. Now he's in Onpassive. He came to me. Now, he didn't come to me to get in Onpassive. He came to me to hope to God that I joined him in a business that he's going to fail in. And he hopes either I make him successful or I can get other people to help make. That's not Onpassive. So let it go. You don't need to do that. If you're doing that, you're acting like an MLM person, and that means you want to be the 98% that fail. There's no reason to fail in Onpassive. It's done for you. Things are done for you. The hard stuff's done. Can you enhance it? I met the people. There's Lister right now. Lister, thank you so much for getting up before noon. I'm joking. I'm just messing with it. Sherry Dershoway. When success is slowly building up underneath you. And I realize, look, I'm not a money-hungry person. I don't even like money. But money gets us what we want. And I said to Chris probably the second day I knew him, I want enough money where I don't have to think about it. I don't want if I need a new tire, do I pay the electric or do I put a tire on the freaking car? I don't want to think, hey, we're going to go see Uncle Bob for the weekend. It's 1,000 miles away. We're eating bologna and cheese sandwiches out of a cooler all the way to Bob's house. I'm tired and pull over. I want to go in a motel. I can't afford it. I'm calculating how much gas do I have. Am I going to make it there and back before I run out? And everybody's, look, I never had it that bad. When I first got married, I had times it was that bad. But Onpassive, you see a problem. You see something. You want to help somebody. Because listen, blessing somebody can be instant. Walk in, you see somebody with a problem. You walk by someone, you get that feeling. I want to help this person. I want to say something to them. Are you okay? I'm going to lose my home. I couldn't pay the rent. How much is it? Oh, it's $1,500. And what happened? Did you? I got laid off. I'm supposed to go back in a couple of weeks. Well, let me help you out. Let me go check the bank. Let me go see if I got everything paid and try to give you what I can. Blessing is when you can go, bam, instant. So, did I go all over the place? Yeah, that's why I don't do videos like Mike Ellis. I just did a 7-minute video in 49 minutes. I suck. But no, I'm being really serious. I met all of you, Roy Davies, all these people that I see and talk to, and you're in a place that is magical. I believe that. I believe it. I believe we're going to do something, be something. We're in something we don't know. I'm not putting you down and saying, oh, I know everything. I don't know anything. But what I do know will change your life forever. And I'm wrong. It's 95% better than what I think it is. So don't worry about Uncle Bob, your sister, your brother. My son doesn't believe me. He's threatening me. Fight me. He'll be back. He's not going anywhere. Don't throw it in his face. Don't throw anything in your friend and family's face. They don't believe a word you're saying. They already think you're an idiot. They love you, but they think you're a dreamer. They'll come to you when the dream comes true. When they wake up and see reality, that thing you talked about is now there. It's there. The world's starting to wake up to this. Release the Kraken, release Onpassive. That's happening. And when it happens, they're going to come to you. We will be the hunted. Ask said it. It's going to happen. It's happening to him now. People are coming to him. Freaking companies are wanting to join forces. You know why? Because they see it. And don't go out and think everybody's going to see what you see. They're not. Never. But there are millions and millions of people out there that will come in, good-hearted people, as affiliates. Not everybody's going to be a founder. It's already too late. But when they believe you, and this is bad news, nobody's going to believe in you until you do. No one. Until you believe in yourself, nobody's going to believe you. And I know people are saying, well, I believe in myself. I don't think at the level you need to. Because when you walk up to somebody, you got that feeling like I'm in the best company in the world. You talk different. I don't want to say this because it sounds like I'm bragging. I'm not bragging. I didn't go to a lot of people personally. But I have never gone to somebody that's looking for something that told me no. Not Onpassive. Not one. Not one. And some of them got in because I wouldn't talk to them. I said a little bit. They said a couple things. Arms crossed. Okay, good. And have a great life. I hope so much that you're successful for you and your family. But thank you for the time. Wait. Where are you going? Oh, we're done. I don't want to harass you. I'm not here to do that. I believe strong in what I have. And hey, we all have a different drummer. This is my drum. All right. Let me ask you a couple of questions. It changes. Just be subtle about it. Just you've got a gift. You shouldn't have to force to give it away. But once they realize what you have is valuable, they'll be trying to get it. I'm just saying. And I didn't have anything today. No, but I'm sorry I was all over. But talking with people last night, mainly, and the night before and yesterday, it was people with a face like, man, I tried so hard and nobody will listen to me. Because you sound like everybody else. Everybody you've ever heard that you think is successful, they're not. How many MLMs have you been in that you were very successful and you're still in it? You just came into Onpassive because you want another stream of income. I bet you can't find one. I bet you can't find one. And everybody that talked to you about their business, they're probably not in that business anymore. That's what I'm saying. So we're in something that's life-changing. You know it, but when it's really in there, you start to get the proof and you believe, wow, I am successful. You're going to talk different and people will listen to you. But you're number one. You just don't know it yet. You are the person that will make a difference. You just don't know it yet. You have a special skill. You got a talent. You've got something that nobody else has. You just don't know it yet. That's my preaching for Sunday. I'm allowed to do this because it is Sunday. And I'm going to turn it over to Red. Oh, man. See, when you're thinking big and then I look over and I see Chris. Hey, listen, I'm going to get something straight. I love Chris. People say, "Oh, you beat on him too much." I want to tell you something. He beats on me too. Okay. I mean, we just enjoy it too much. We really do. But listen, I never had a brother this close in age. He never had a brother that he idolizes like me and wants to be like, right? So it makes it perfect. I'm sorry, I'm not going to keep going. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Chris Johnson. My brother, I love Chris Johnson, say everybody in the world, but I am going to beat on him probably forever. Go
Good.
ahead, Chris.
Number one, that's a lot. I forgot what I was going to say, but
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know who talks more. You or that damn bird.
You know, he was going the whole time.
I know. It was driving me crazy, but I'm going to be quick um, because Marty had a lot of good things to say, but I do want to just real quick. Tony Monk's granddaughter is still in the same condition. Pray for that child and the doctors to help her stop losing
Whoa,
weight.
whoa. What's wrong with his granddaughter?
She was born and she can't gain weight. She's losing weight.
Oh,
So yeah, it's
Tony, if you're out there, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'll be praying, definitely. Okay, go
def-
ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
you're okay. Definitely Papua New Guinea. Reading reports, it's going to take up to 1 week to 2 weeks just to clear the road to get there. You are in our hearts and prayers, and that's a tough one, but we're praying for you. Robert Tatello's dog might be on its last hours out. Say a prayer for his dog. I love my dog. It's considered family, but getting into and you've got a birthday today. Happy birthday! One thing I loved this Indian webinar we just did, our family and friends. There was something they all said something phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, but the one lady, and let me find it because I've been forgetting everything here. Her name was Raka, and I probably said it wrong, and I apologize for that. Let me open this up. You see my eyes, and you were funny, Narelle. Reka, I can't see her last name. Watch the video. She said something that caught my attention I never heard before. She said when she got into this and she was talking to people, she basically said, well, you can lose $97 or you can gain the world.
That's right.
I absolutely love that she said that. And it's really the truth because a lot of us come across all these things, whether you get it in your phone, spam, whatever, and they promise you a lot of things. That was exactly what people need to say. Well, you might lose $97, but you also might gain the world. It definitely outweighed the me losing $97. And by the way, I didn't lose anything, and I did gain the world from Onpassive. And another thing, I read through the comments because when Marty's talking, I try to read what people say. I think Vivine Benny said it, in a different way. While we're thinking about the new car, the new house, the new beach, whatever, Vivine said, imagine the people that are thinking a new pump to get fresh water. See, there's different mindsets, different way of thinking. Where I want something, they need something. Okay, I don't need a big boat, a big house, a lot of things. And I think, and she woke me up to that again. And I try to think like that. There's people in this world that they need things to survive. We're talking about our luxury stuff, which is okay. We want to dream bigger. But when she said that and wrote it down and put it in perspective, it's like, yeah, I do really want to think. I want to be in other people's shoes, to be honest with you. I want to understand what they're going through. I want to understand how I can help. And through Onpassive, I believe that a lot of us, a lot of angels out there that are going to help people put a brand new pump or fix a pump that brings fresh water to a village. I know Papua New Guinea does their own drilling for water. And that's big to me. That's big to Ashmafar. That's big to DeGarmo. All of them. It's just that's how we got to. But I'm never gonna say. And I think in the past I got a little mad about it. I really love life. I mean, I love the things that you can do in life. Do I like materialistic things? I do. And someday I might get another big boat. But I want to tell you this is if there's more important things. The way we're going to fix this world is by walking in someone else's shoes. And that's not always easy to do. There's people on here that struggle daily. And I know about it because they send me stuff. And that's hard for me sometimes. What do I got to do? How can I help them? And that's praying is all I got right now. But I know things are going to change. I also want to just do a little cleanup here. Is someone out there is posting that Ash Mafar set a date and you're going to get withdrawals. He never set a date. So please, if you see that, take it down. I've got it sent to me at least 100 times. The best thing we could do always is tell the truth in a passive. Ash said it a couple weeks ago, is don't sway from what I'm saying. Say exactly what I'm saying. And you can actually go watch the video. It's up there. It's in the back office. And listen to yourself. But please don't put out false information. That makes it tough on everybody. Right? And you should know better. Plain and simple. We are planning to go around the world and bring in different countries every Saturday. So get a lot of people saying this and that. And, hey, what about us? We're going to get you all. Be patient. Be patient. We're trying to get individuals from every country. And I'm going to give you a heads up, Singapore. I'm going to give you up Angie Hahn, Germany. Okay? And don't think we're stopping there. We're going to keep going because we really, truly enjoy doing this. And the whole idea of doing this is to show the world, that the global world, that this company is about many things that are beautiful, many things that are going to change things. Yeah, we got global companies all over the world, but do they change things? No. Just it's my mind is frazzled because there was a million things I wanted to say, but Monday is our Memorial Day. Okay, it's not a holiday that we should celebrate, but then again, it is. I posted some guy, a veteran, on my Facebook, and it made a lot of sense to me. He's saying, for him, it's a little different, but because of people died, and I'll talk about this more tomorrow when it is actually Memorial Day, because of the people that sacrificed and died, men, women, children all over the world in all these wars that we've had, it gives us the freedom to get out and do what I'm doing right now. It gives us the freedom to go out and have that picnic today or that barbecue. And keep them in your thoughts and hearts and prayers. They're not here with us anymore. Their families have the memory of what it is. And what it is we have the ability to do just about anything we want because of individuals like that. So that's a great thing. We all of us have lost somebody in wars, which I don't like, but I have no control over that. I wish I could, but I don't. And we're praying for you. And like I said, we'll talk about more of this on tomorrow. I'm pretty good. If you got a birthday, happy birthday. Red is not coming on. She doesn't come on Sunday. I want to say to Lystra, I had so much fun on the trivia show last night that I literally need stitches because I was laughing so hard. And then actually my coffee today tastes a little bit like turtle soup. And that got me real excited when I drank that coffee. So I had to put that in there, Marty. We had, I think last night was one of those nights, do I want to go on tonight or do I want to sit down and relax, watch a movie? I'm glad I went on because I needed laughter. Laughter is my medicine. If I don't laugh at least 5 times a day, I'm not having a good day. And I like laughing. And I also believe in talking about what you believe in. There's nothing wrong with that. I believe in not knocking people down, picking them up. And yeah, some of these people get me a little mad once in a while, but I've learned just to not just ignore them. I just ignore people because I really know what Onpassive is going to do for my family, my friends, the world. And sorry, Lister, I had to do it. Julie Prier, you're next. But it's just a lot of fun. I'm having fun with this. And people say, you do all that work. What I do a live every day. And this one's a little longer, of course. And then we jump on a webinar here and there. It's fun for me because I know I'm bringing some kind of joy into someone's life. I see people on here, when are we getting our money? Blah, blah, blah. I think my personal self, what Ash said last Wednesday, he said some things that made me think maybe something might just pop this week. I don't know. I can honestly tell you, we don't know. You guys think we do, we don't. But I know that every Monday I'm excited because something new is going to come up. Whether he tells us something or he added a new TV button for the backdrops last night, which some people said, big deal. It's awesome. It's fun because it's another thing that he's added. He keeps adding things. If you watch the Orano Minnow, whatever we call it today, and it's Zevenbergen, Marty. You keep calling Casey Zevenberg. It's Zevenbergen. Don't forget that. He's talking about turtles. And he started off the show and asked a few questions. And go watch it for yourself. I think it was one of the best sessions we've ever had with Ash. And someone's going to say, oh, that was not. It was. He asked the founders, the people, what they thought. And if you really listen to, we had some of the greatest feedback that I've ever seen, because if you see me on there, I say, guys, this is your opportunity. Ash is asking you a question. Give him what he wants. Ash doesn't want to. Ash is not someone that when you talk to, you just tell him what he wants to hear. When that man asks you for your opinion and what you think, that's what he wants to hear, whether it's good or bad. That I'm warning everybody. When you talk to Ash Mafara on a panel, it's not time for kiss and butt. When that man asks you what you think, he wants to know what you think, and I'm being honest about that. This is what I've learned, is he does not want to hear something that you're going to do this or that. He wants to know what you think and the question that he asked. And it was very good questions, and it brought up very good discussion about Onpassive. The man really does care what you think. Now, I honestly think Ash has already got things in play, and he likes to just pick people's brains. What do you think? Ivy Mix gave a really cool suggestion that I've never heard of. Go watch the video. I seen Ash Mafara grab his book and start writing things down because he liked it. He listened to everyone on the screen that night, and we had a little bit of fun. But it really was. So I suggest it is in the back office in the update section. Go watch it. I don't know how many YouTube channels I'm. Just go watch it. Pick one and watch it. It was excellent. If you can't always make it, like Ash showed up really, really late on Friday. We didn't lock the room. Anyone that wants to come. We know we got people on there that probably don't belong. But I say this. I told this to Marty, and he told it to me. Who cares about those people? Because they really, and people say, oh, here's this praying guy. It says, I love everyone, but I don't care for someone that wants to just be negative all the time. They don't understand what this is. Right? I understand what this is. He understands what this is. The people that go on these panels and do webinars every day, they understand what this is, and they're trying to get out to everyone. And I'll say a little bit what Marty said there. You don't have to sell this. We talked a lot about products. Staff, which Ash says you're really going to like it. We have the old version. I love the old version. I haven't seen the new version yet. But I lived that life where I was working 16, 18 hours a day. And as I was walking out the door, my managers were still on the computer doing payroll, who was here, attendance, and all that stuff. And the way I looked at it, staff, because it's going to save time and money. Those managers would probably be walking out the door. Their salary. They don't want to be there 15, 16 hours a day. They want to go home. And I'm saying that when staff, I'm talking staff right now, when that gets out to the working environment, when my managers are home before me, when they get to go back on the bowling league or out to dinner with their friends, where normally they were working because they had to get that stuff done. That's what I'm talking about. What do you think they're going to do? Hey, Marty, you're home today? What happened? Oh, man, we got this new system. Onpassive staff, it got me out 3-4 hours early. I got all my stuff done because everything was right there. And that's going to fly. Every one of these people got friends in another business. Hey, man, send me that information. I got to check that out. Right there alone, we don't have to do nothing. It does it for itself. We talked about the iPhone. Everyone wants an iPhone. Everyone's a little nervous because they're a little tricky to figure out if you've been on a Samsung forever. I got one. I'm like, oh, I was asked my daughter. I was scared to death. Man, I don't know. I'm not going to worry. I love my iPhone. Why? Because it's a good product. I don't know what the percentage is in the world of people that have iPhones, but I know it's a lot. Why? Because it's good. We talked about Apple coming. Listen, I'm not talking about Apple. Onpassive has great products. Which ones, Chris? Oh, Connect. Because I've seen it, I've lived it, I've done it, I've worked it. That is as far as I'm concerned, my opinion, the lead product that we have to show people what else is coming. And that's the way you got to think. Is every product for you? No. But that's okay. There's 8 billion people in this world. You think they all think just like you? No, they don't. What I like, Connect, someone is going to love, staff. The great thing is they go together. I believe just between Connect and staff and Academy, he doesn't have to build another product as far as I'm concerned. But does he stop there? No. He wants to just improve things, make it better, make it easier. That's what Onpassive does. Improves things, makes it easier. People say, oh, why would I get Connect if Zoom is free? Because Zoom don't pay you. Zoom's not out to make your life better. Was it a good product? It was a good product because it fell in the perfect time when we had the virus going on. That's what put Zoom where it is. And then people realized that, wow, this is pretty cool. Businesses realized we can have people work from home. Now, when I heard that, I have a neighbor, never had to go back to a building. He works right out of his house now. For years, he went to a building every day. He loves it because he saves gas and time. He's in his house. That's what the world turned into because of the virus. Did Zoom get lucky? I would say that they came out at the right time. Now we have people all over the world, businesses all over the world that are looking at things different. Wow, we can let everyone work from home and get rid of that $30,000 a month rent we do for all these people? Yeah, it happened. We didn't do it. It just happened. So when Connect came along and Academy is going to come and staff, it makes me think, wow, I can't see anyone not being part of this because it is going to save them a lot of time. Listen, I love time. What do we say? I don't care who you are. You say this. Oh my God, there's just not enough hours in the week. Open your front door. Open your front door and realize that there's going to be enough hours in the week, but to go do what you want to do, not just go to the job. That's Onpassive. I'm screaming because I'm excited, but I also want to get it into your thick skull. It's here. It's here. I think the next 2 weeks are going to blow you away, my opinion. But that's how I think. If you're in a mindset where you're down, Debbie Downer, always, oh, this ain't going to work for me, get out of that mode because it will work for you. You're one of those people that think everything you do, you don't accomplish. Onpassive is going to help you through that one, let me tell you. That's why I loved it. Anyone could do it. And it doesn't matter your situation. I said it before. We have people that are paralyzed in Onpassive. Why? Because they don't really need to do anything. But the funny thing is they're doing something. They're talking about it. There's people, we have our deaf founders, who I love you. We have people that have just disabilities that they can't go to work. And let me tell you something. I've never been on disability. I know my brother Marty is. I know some of my family members are. It pays a little bit. And it helps. I'm not going to knock it, but not to live a life. Onpassive is going to change all that. All right? I don't ever want to have to collect money from the government. My opinion. I've always wanted to work hard and do it for myself. Had a family business I chose not to get into because I told my dad I just want to do it my way. And I got into Ford and Mazda. All right. Long time, man. 32 freaking years is a long time. And I tell you what, I got aches and pains. I'm 58 years old. Man, I don't want anyone to feel those aches and pains because of work. Walked on cement my whole life. All right? You don't have to walk on cement when you're in Onpassive. All you got to do is think about things. Make a post. It is a great company. It's going to be the biggest, greatest company. I already know this. Can I read in the future? I can't. But I can see the stats. I can see the percentages. AI is going through the roof right now. All right. Internet is going through the roof right now. Every single day, 650 to 1 million people are joining the internet every single day, whether it's social media or trying to make money online. This is the place to come. You didn't have to go through 5 years of the journey, which I think you missed out a little bit. If you're stressed out and oh man, when's this going to come? It's coming. It's here. You heard it from the CEO himself. There's a process they're waiting on. And that's a normal process. If anyone's got some kind of brain in their head, when you put a lot of money in the bank, there's a big process that you got to go through to verify everything's good and right. And Ash Mafara has verified everything that's good and right, even though he's got people against him. I got news for you. Everyone that created a massive company like this had people against them. Did they stop? No. Did they whine about it? No. They just kept moving forward. I'm asking you to do the same thing. You didn't have to do the work. Maybe a lot of you get up every day and you promote it because you're proud of it. Myself, Marty, Red, we get on every day and we try to talk about it to let you know what's going on. Okay. Big things are coming. We say that all the time. Oh, Chris Johnson says it's coming. You know why? Because it is. And I'm not going to stop saying that. But I think this week, it's going to be big. Do I know that? No, I don't. I'm just letting you know. Pay attention. Do you have to be on every single webinar Ash shows up on? Well, not if you're working, you can't. Is it recorded? DeGarmo puts a lot of work into making those recordings so you can see it. Does it take sometimes 1 or 2 days to get it out? Yeah. It's a lot of work, but it's there for you. Don't call me and say, well, Chris, I've been in Onpassive for a couple years. I don't, what's going on with it? Man, don't say that to me. And I say, go to your update section and read it. If you don't know how, let me help you get in there and read everything, because everything that's been going on is in the update section, whether it's the notes, videos, and people are putting some good stuff out there, man. It's all there for you. It's right at your fingertips. It's under your nose. Plug in a little bit. You don't need to call me and ask because there's too much to tell. Go read about it. I love every one of you. It's a blessed Sunday every day for me. It's a blessed Monday through Friday every day for me. And I'm happy. I'm happy because I belong to something that's going to change my life. An average Joe, Chris, Marty, average people, regular blue-collar workers are in something that's so big. So big. If you're struggling right now, give it to God because something good is coming. Something good is coming. Remember that. $97 you lose or a legacy you build. Don't think about yourself all the time. What you think is bad is nothing compared to someone that has it worse. Papua New Guinea right now. That's a sad thing right now. And that stuff's happening all over the world. As we get going, we're going to be able to help a lot of people. Just remember that. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's the first time both of us didn't have anything. I don't know. Anyway, I want to give a shout out to people that have served for the country. A lot of people lost their lives. I lost a brother. He went to Vietnam. He was there 28 days and got killed. 20 years old. I think it was a crazy, whatever that was called, war, but many people did that, at least 58,000 there. So I do want to salute people that fight for the, yeah, that's my brother here. So I want to give a shout out to that. I've learned a lot in Onpassive. One is if you're feeling down and out and kind of drained and you don't have that kick, there's some kind of turtle soup that you can make. I'm not sure how to do it, but you might want to see Julie Pierre. She seems to be an expert on it. But make sure you do it right, because it can probably be too stimulating for you. But anyway, something supposed to really help you.
I'll never look at turtles the same way again.
No, not quite. Anyway, let's leave it at that. But she did have some home remedies that change you. Anyway, and it's important to get the directions correct, all right? Because you never know. Anyway, I'm going to let you go before I get myself in trouble. One more thing I want to point out. Jerry Nix is one of our older founders, okay? Beautiful man. His wife has issues. He's just give him a prayer. And if you guys, anybody, drop him a line, send him some love.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful, wonderful man. I couldn't imagine having the issues he's having, especially when his wife. I mean, my wife is my rock in this world, so it would be devastating.
We'll let you know, Jerry, when everything pops, because that's a question every day to both of us. What's going on? Do I got to pay? Jerry, you worry about your wife. We'll let you know when that happens. That's more
That's
important.
right. You're going to be okay, Jerry. We're not going to let you fall behind, man.
Yep.
I promise. Anyway, everybody, thank you for being here. I had a good time. I didn't know what we were going to, but I feel good about today. I feel good about all of you. And remember, believe in you first, and you can do anything. Once you believe you can do it, it's a done deal. Because Onpassive has already built the pathway for you to do whatever you want. Just believe you can. And by the way, you deserve it. All of you deserve it. All of you that laid in bed at night and look up in the ceiling and say it's got to be better. We love you truly. I've never seen so many turtles.
Don't ask.
Anyway,
I won't tell you.
no, there's certain secrets that you have between friends, and that one you can only get the true essence of what we're talking about is if you're in trivia
that's
at
the
night.
tight-knit group we built, which is like
But I tell you what, it's adults kind of chat, childish adult chat.
And Lystra started it all last night.
And Lystra, I know you see her, and she's like the princess. And oh, hello everybody. Well,
all we heard was, "Oh my God, it's on my Facebook." That's all we heard.
Anyway, we got to stop because we are going to get in trouble. But we like to have fun, and we like to embarrass people. You know, it's what we do, part of it. But some of the women, I'll tell you what, they can make some of the men turn red. I just want to let you know that.
And real quick, and I want you guys, next time you're looking at Narelle Warcon, 27 or 28 days she's been doing the carnivore diet.
Oh, crap.
See it? You look at her face, you'll definitely see the difference.
I was watching her the other day, and I'm going, oh my God.
We were both texting her. What did you do? Well, we know what you're doing.
Same time. Narelle, you look good. Listen, I never talk about stuff like that, but the carnivore diet changed my life. I'm going to talk about it because it happened to me. It's not hearsay. It's not an affiliate. I'm not going to make money from it. I don't want to. But Narelle, no kidding. Guys, check out Narelle. No joke. And she's really just get going. It really, the internal part is so cool. It really, just check it out. I'll tell you another one. John White. You guys see John White? In fact, when I say, can you see John White? You probably can't. Anyway, we'll see you all. Love you all. I mean that. Happy Sunday. And don't forget, at 2:00.
Heroes.
Yeah, if we wait long enough, they're going to be coming on. They're coming on 2:00, Heroes. Go in there. They have the questions. They tell the truth. They're a really good place to go. And if you have questions, go there. If you're a little bit not sure, that's the place to go. Anyway, I'm not putting down anybody else, but they're really good. I love you all. Chris, you're cool. I'm cool. I'm not going to be drinking turtle soup. Not today.
Hour and a half, dude. Hour and a half.
Yeah, I know it's your fault. If Red was here, we wouldn't have done it. So it's his fault. We'll blame Red's fault. Anyway, see y'all.